Some power to the home team. We're picking it right up, man. This is Habeas Corpus Part 4. So get parts 1 through 3 so you get the background. This is an original document put together by Thaddeus J. Culpepper, man. A real one, you know what I mean, that I met, in a difficult space, you know what I mean? But together, man, with the help of this brother and, a whole group of other brothers, man, that's still behind the wall. You know what I mean? This document was put together, that included the drop, included script, included, many powwows. And again, man, I saw it right before my eyes, man. So I'm sharing this with y'all. If you ain't got the drop, hit me up, music at 432thedrop.com. Hopefully everybody that hit me up got the drop. I've been trying to get it to y'all as quick as possible, man. So we're picking up in part 4. Get the drop in part 3. Let's go. Drop Nation, let go. Hey, Hob, let go. All right, man. We're on number 42. Let's go. Habeas Corpus by Thaddeus Culpepper. Get the drop in parts 1 through 3. If you feel lost at all, we got you. And we dropped it on YouTube. So just, look up Habeas Corpus khandrop. You're going to get a whole drop on it. Let's go. We got about 6 hours of recon on YouTube on this. So get that drop. Let's go. At court, the dramatis persona of court personnel discloses roles different from those normally supposed when the idea that a testimony or testamentary trust proceeding is what is truly afoot. The clerk becomes the officiant, naming the judge trustee of the trust for purposes of the proceeding. This is not only cognizable from the observation, but from the congressional record, which petitioner herein recalls from memory. At the time of debate on the Federal Reserve Act, both senators and congressmen alike noted that what the bill actually called for was a mortgage on the lives of the personality of the people of the United States. On the debate floor, Charles Lindbergh famously remarked that if passed, the act would represent the greatest crime ever committed. Research that. Charles Lindbergh, he said this is the greatest crime ever committed. We're just talking about the what? Go back. We're talking about the Federal Reserve Act. They said it's mortgaging. It was a mortgage on the lives and personality of the people. Before they consider themselves we the people, you's already here, my naga, you the people. You the people. They say Cherokee means, we the people. My naga, you the people. You know what I mean? Before they hijack it. Let's go. 43. With the passage of the act, the Secretary of Treasury became the trustee of the trust. Thus, all government offices, including courts, became agents of bankruptcy trustee. 44. The judge, now acting as trustee for the CSDKV Trust, is charged with administering the trust for the period of time that the charge brought by the claimant, plaintiff, persecutor is being settled. Because an admiralty in law merchant, the judge is under no obligation to inform the civilly dead defendant that the court personnel are in fact determining whether a trust created in his name without his knowledge should be charged for the statutory crime provision presently at issue. Typically, the testamentary trust officials are anxious to conclude matters in the case because were the civilly dead 14th Amendment dead citizen to awaken. So again, man, we would have conversations about awakening. And this led to, the energy, that the bro put together as an attorney, that's really choosing up. I've never seen an attorney really start, choosing up, digging on our indigenous drop, digging on our priest con drop, digging on Prester John, So all this went into this habeas corpus. So you'll find other examples of different habeas corpuses when you recon it. This one here, man, was put together right before my eyes when someone who was doing the recon, who was applying it in their, legalese, But, it can be a powerful tool if you are behind the wall or if you're going through something, that you want to put your account on lien. You want to put a lien on your account that they've been charging. They've been charging your account. They say, you're here for these charges. We got these charges on you. Well, it's your account. You're the primary creditor. Now collateral. All right? And again, this is a lot of information that I'm not saying that you even really need to dig on. I'm not saying you're going to need to dig on this to get your freedom because Only Hawa, only the Creator can give us our freedom. I'm just saying that it could be a tool, you know what I mean, that you can utilize correctly. If utilized correctly, you can, just say, hold up, man, let's talk turkey, man. Y'all want to talk turkey? Well, this is my account. I'm putting a lien on. I'm putting you on notice, and I want a full accounting of my account. Habeas corpus. I'm being, unlawfully detained. And now let's talk about the account. Not just play the charade, but let's talk about the account illegally. That my body was illegally mortgaged as collateral in the 30s, man. What is this, perpetual servitude? I mean, then you got to recon the 1452 Doom Diverses, written, by Pope Nicholas V, telling me, say, hey, subjugate all Saracens, right? Subjugate all darkies. At that time, these were the kingdoms, right? So subjugate all these kingdoms in the dark ages, all these darkies, subjugate all these Moors, right? All of Israel, subjugate the Israelite, subjugate the Negro, and put them in perpetual servitude. Research Dumb Diverses, DUM Diverses, 1452. Then you connected with this drop. Then you connected with the Virginia House of Delegates, Henry Brown, saying, we've done everything in our power to close, to shut the eyes, of the slave. But if we could, stop the light from even entering the slave's mind, we would be free. And they will be reduced to the beast of the field. And this is them, This is our reaction to being reduced to the beast of the field. This is our reaction to the light being shut from our eyes. What's the light? The light is the drop. The light is the purified substance. The light is the manna. The light is the healing dew. The light is the knowledge, the flow. They shut the flow. They hijacked the flow. They hijacked the ancient love song. They gave us an excellent new tune. Let's go. It gotta piss you off. The judge now acting as the trustee for the said STUIKV trust, spelled QUEVIE, is charged with administering the trust for the period of the time that the charge brought to the claimant plaintiff prosecutors been settled, because in admiralty and in law merchant, the judge is under no obligation to inform the civilly dead defendant that the court personnel are in fact determining whether a trust created in his name without his knowledge should be charged for the statutory crime provision presently at issue. Typically, the testamentary trust officials are anxious to conclude matters in the case, because were the civilly dead 14th Amendment debt citizen to awakens, if the Naga awakens and realizes what was truly transpiring, he or she could reclaim their rightful position as trustee of the trust and as creditor to the charging party, and change the outcome of the proceeding demonstrably. So no longer will you be the tail, now you're the head, right? Deuteronomy 28, you in order, you the head. Out of order, all this shit falls on you. Now you're the tail. However, the awakening of the citizen defendant rarely occurs, and the trust is charged, because the trust has been charged. You say you got charges on me, you've charged my trust that you created as a corporation in my name, capital letters, right? Straw man, right? The remaining asset of the trust estate is liquidated to pay the debt. The capital created by the life of the soul of the citizen has already been dispensed. The body of the debtor, for whatever value it has left in the eyes of the United States, is warehoused for a period of time, sometimes indefinitely. So you got our bros and sisters doing L's, sometimes forever, as satisfaction for the debt. They say this is going to take a life sentence. By warehousing the body of the debtor citizen, the United States accomplishes two things. Let's get it. First, once warehoused, the inmate's ability to communicate with the outside world is severely restricted. This limits the United States' risk that the warehouse citizen could reclaim his creditor status, man. We're going to get it in part 5 to go.